Performers and Achievers. Welcome to Performers and Achievers Daily with me, Raj Gavurla. And in today's episode, we're going to talk about your team or teamwork. This is very important, and it comes more and more important when we start talking about the right culture. The right culture. So, are you in the right environment and the right culture? So, how can this be different for different people? Well, for example, obviously, no one wants to be in a toxic environment or culture. That is definitely not a place to be where there's harassment or bullying or abusive language, etc. There's not professionalism there, and soft skills and interpersonal communication skills are missing. So that's one area, obviously, where that's not the right culture. However, there are areas where you do have the right culture. Do you have one where people are helpful and supportive of one another? And can they be able to identify, or do you know who to talk to if you need assistance with something or you need help or support? Uh, those kind of places are the kind of places that have the right culture. It's also the kind of place where each person has their, let's say, job or their role, their responsibility, their tasks, and that's good. And there's a way to develop and grow you in that area in each person. So everybody there is there and they have their initiatives. And so that's important because then you're working together instead of competing against each other. And that will come to the next one that's a culture where everyone's just competing against each other. And usually that's not the right culture because it's supposed to be teamwork. There should be team, everybody together, everybody achieves more. And therefore, there should be a way to where people's participation, their work, their initiatives, etc., all synergize so that the team achieves more, and then each one of them, the organization achieves, and each one of them achieves. And it's not about you trying to compete against one of your colleagues or coworkers. And I know this is like really challenging, especially when we're in the sports world, where people talk about how someone beat out somebody. And although, from my perspective, the right culture in the sports world as well, if you're going to hire these individuals and they're going to be playing for you, then we need to look at how to synergize everyone, how to work together, play together, show and exhibit teamwork and that team first mentality. And that's where each person has like a development and growth plan and they make progression. And as they make progression, then there's a way to evaluate where each person is. And as different people come and you play different teams and different things occur during the the season, then different people get onto the field. Now, I know that's a little bit of a different way of looking at things than what people are used to. However, I think that that is the trend, or not even the trend. I think that that's the right culture that should be implemented in a on a sports team. And so, as they start making progression, obviously people want playing time, and that's where it becomes a challenge and it becomes hard. because everyone wants to play in the game, the real game. Whereas at work, it's a little different because at work, you're working and every day you're working and every day is sort of like the actual event. And so it's a little easier to do in a business. So that's the value or what's valuable or what's important about the right culture. So are you in the right environment and culture? And that's something that's essential. And I think that that's really what creates retention. It creates development and growth. It creates employees and organizations that are aligned with each other, congruent, and able to do things more effectively and efficiently than otherwise. So that's what I have for you on today's episode. If you like my podcast, like it. For those of you who are interested in my private, personal, professional, confidential services and programs, visit my website, rajgavurla.com. Fill out the brief form, and we will contact you as soon as we can. Enjoy your day.